all this makeup in front of me. I feel like a queen. Nobody can stop me and I'm on a roll. And that's good tea right there. Hi guys, what's up, it's Bella. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your very first time here, I'm so excited that you decided to click on my video and take the time to watch. It really means a lot to me. This is strictly gonna be designer slash luxury makeup that is worth every single penny. I have tons of stuff in front of me today, so it's gonna be a really good and informative video and I'm super excited about it. Also, by no means am I saying that luxury makeup is what you have to have good makeup. I have makeup that's $5, $10, $20, $100. This is just a category. My channel is really kind of everywhere, but I always try to be inclusive of everybody and, you know, budgets and things like that. So this is just a video I was really excited about. It came to my mind last night and I was like, I'm filming this tomorrow morning. So yeah, if you guys are excited for this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot to know what you guys want to see. Also, subscribe to my channel and click the bell. I post every Tuesday and Friday, but obviously I've been posting a lot more because I have so many ideas flowing through my brain and I just want to put it out there for you guys. And be sure to follow my social medias, which are somewhere on the screen. I'm not really sure which side. I feel like they're over here, but I have Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat to keep up more of my personal life. And yeah, all of these products will be linked in the description box if you guys want to directly purchase them. First up, we're going to talk about my lips. So right now, the lip liner and lipstick I'm wearing are not luxury, so I'm not gonna show them in today's video or anything like that, but the gloss that you see is luxury. This is the Pat McGrath Dare to Bare Lust lip gloss. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This is such a nice, just simple shade, very nude, nothing crazy. Has a little bit of shimmer. Kind of has like a gold reflect, like when you look at it in the bottle and you see it, but it's so nice and I love applying it on top of like a nude lippy. It just adds juice to your lips, makes them look good. It's not a sticky gloss by any means. The packaging is also super cute. Again, this is one of those products that is expensive, like everything in this video, but this is 100% worth it. I feel like you do get a good amount of product. You don't have to put too much on to see a difference, and it's just like a top-notch quality gloss. I do want to pick up more of these and it's been such a ride or die for me lately. I really enjoy it. Okay, next up we're going to talk about this beautiful powder right here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Skin Perfecting Powder. I feel like I should have this memorized by now because I use this all the time and I've been using it for 2 years, so I feel like I should know the name of it by now. These are basically like tinted face powders that you use to set your foundation. This isn't something you would ever bake with or anything like that. They have 3 shades, 1, 2, and 3. I own 1 to set my under eyes. I don't use it all the time because I do prefer to bake, and I'll show you guys my favorite luxury baking powder in a second. But I really like to use this when I have very natural makeup on and just a little bit of concealer and I don't want the heaviness of bake. I'll just sweep it under my eyes, and this will be the shade that I do put under my eyes because I don't want it too dark. I want it brightening. But I'll use shade 2 on my face to set it, and that's what I did today. I did my primer, foundation, my concealer. I baked my under eyes and then all over my face to set the other areas. Before I apply face products, I applied 2 on a big powder brush, just very lightly all over my face. Added a little bit of tint, nothing crazy, but really set the makeup so when I go on top of it with bronzer, blush, and highlight, I don't get skipping, I don't get patches. It just all applies super smoothly. I've always noticed that when I set my face with a powder before I apply products, it just makes everything look so nice and seamless, and you don't have any sort of like wetness of your foundation grabbing the powder and making it skippy and just not okay. I recommend always setting your face with a powder, whether that's a translucent powder or a pressed powder. Do not travel with these though because they will break. It's happened to me multiple times. I spend $50 on a powder and then it breaks when I travel, and that's just not fun. Okay, so this is pretty random, but this is the Surratt Beauty Lash Curler. This thing is $30. That's crazy. It's expensive. For what it does, it's expensive, but what you get out of it is so worth the money. It's just black, it's sleek, it looks like this, just like a basic lash curler. Now I have had this for 2 years, so it has lasted me, and I don't really think I'll be getting a new one anytime soon. Lash curlers literally last you forever, so I don't see why it's not worth it. But what makes it worth it is the way that it puts your eyelashes in place, the way it curls them, the way it lengthens them, and the way it lasts all day. I used an e.l.f. lash curler for a good year or so, and it was only $1, and it was okay. Like, it didn't do anything crazy, but I noticed after an hour, 2, 3, 4, my lashes would go back to normal and the crimp and like the curl of them would go away. This does not happen at all. It does get your lashes, it lets you get to the root. The way it's curved is literally so nice. Really lets you get up there, hold it down for about 5 to 10 seconds, and you will notice that your eyelashes are just beautifully curled, and each and every single one of them is just up there. And throughout the day, you'll also notice that they stay the exact same. This is just such a game changer. I never did lash curlers, like really, I was never like super into them. And I would, you know, use the e.l.f. one every now and then, but I wouldn't make it mandatory in my routine. But now this is something I do not forget. Like, this is an everyday thing. Like, it's my baby. And especially with the Sephora VIB sale coming up, this is just like an amazing thing to get. Speaking of, if you haven't seen my Sephora VIB sale recommendation video with my beautiful friend Morgan, I will link it down below. Go check it out. It's gonna be super exciting. You're gonna love it. So since we talked about the lash curler, we're gonna talk about a luxury mascara that is worth every penny. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lashes Volume 2 Mascara. So I'm gonna come up a little bit closer so you guys can see my eyelashes, but I do have natural lashes. I do use a lash serum, but other than that, my lashes are natural, and all I do is crimp them with the lash curler, and then I apply mascara. And I've been using this mascara for a few weeks, and it is the best mascara I've tried recently besides the Anastasia one, which I really like. I do use an array of mascaras. I use the Glossier Lash Slick, and that's another all-time favorite of mine, the Too Faced pink one. It's not the Better Than Sex one, it's the other one. And I do like to switch off. I use the Fenty Beauty one, I use the Anastasia one, which I really enjoy, but this one just tops it all. It really thickens my lashes. I love the applicator as well. And this is also a mascara I can use on my lower lash line. The way this layers is super nice. It never clumps on me. It really does lengthen and just accentuate my lashes. And it's also super black and doesn't flake on me throughout the day, which I appreciate a lot. Okay, so for concealer, I've tried so many concealers, and this is by far just the best one that is, you know, up there in price, but up there in quality as well. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer in the shade LM9. It's what I have on my under eyes right now. I am obsessed with this concealer. I love, love, love the formula. I also love the packaging. It's literal like glass. It'll break if you drop it, but it's heavy and it's bougie. The doe fit is a 10 out of 10. The amount of product it lays out is also 10 out of 10. It doesn't apply too much. I do want to get a darker shade to spot concealer on my face, but this is one that I really only use on the high points of my face, like under my eyes, middle of my forehead, nose, and right here to accentuate those areas and lighten them. This concealer is full coverage without feeling full coverage. It just gives you a perfect, like, just airbrush look, and it applies the perfect amount. It's really nice and buildable as well. It's not too drying. You can really take your time with blending it out, and I love how it's not heavy either. It doesn't cake or crease on me. It doesn't oxidize, and it looks really good with the baking powder that I'm going to talk about in a few seconds. Pat McGrath has an amazing shade range in this as well, so you're definitely going to find a shade that works for you, which is a super amazing blessing. I feel like brands are starting to get it now that there's not just 5 skin tones. There's about 100 different skin tones with different undertones, and Pat McGrath heard us and she made a lot. Ooh. I will say this isn't really a concealer I wear on natural makeup days, because I do find it's a little bit more than what I want on my face, but you know, on days where I do wear a medium coverage foundation, which is today, I will pop this baby out and I get excited to use it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna do my makeup today and I'm gonna use this thing. I do want to see how I can work with it on natural makeup days, because this is such a quality concealer and it lasts all day that I would love to wear it like that, but I just have to figure out the amount of putting on and things like that so it doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup, if that makes sense. And I definitely am going to pick up more shades in this during the Sephora VIB sale. Okay, so I feel like I keep hyping up this baking powder, but I don't talk about it. So it's by Charlotte Tilbury. This is called the Magic Powder Under Eye and Face in the shade Too Fair / Medium. So I picked this up in New York when I went a very long time ago. It was literally such a good trip, but I picked this up in the Sephora there because they had so many luxury brands. I hadn't heard anybody talk about this powder either. So yeah, this is just a baking powder that I love to use. I bake with it on my under eyes. That's why they're super smooth. It doesn't leave flashback. When I wipe it away, it all wipes away. It doesn't gather in certain dry skin patches under my eyes. It's just like one of those quality baking powders that you know you can count on no matter what. I use this on my no makeup days, on my makeup days. It's just really nice, finely milled. The color is beautiful. Now don't get me wrong, I will forever love my Too Faced Born This Way powder, but this one for some reason, it's just like super, super different. I love the dispenser as well because you can twist it to cover the holes while you travel or the other way around. It's just such a seamless powder on your face and just makes you look 10 times better, and it literally is magic. There's something about it that just blurs everything and makes you look fantabulous, so I love this thing so much. I tried this in my full face using new makeup from Sephora. I'll link that video down below. I just posted it last week. In that video, I was like, this is definitely gonna be something that I am just gonna be utterly obsessed with. I feel it, I know it, and I am. And this is definitely a luxury product. I think it's like $50 50 bucks. For a primer, that's very expensive. That's like 2 t-shirts. But the reason it's expensive is because it also has skincare benefits in it. So it's not just a primer, it's not just gonna blur. It actually goes into your skin and really helps your skin the more you wear it. So this is an oil-free primer, and basically you're just gonna pump 1 or 1.5 pumps on your face, rub it around, and it just makes you look flawless. It's also protective, amazing packaging, amazing Japanese skincare ingredients. It really does blur and fill in your pores and gives you just such an even base to apply foundation and all your other powders on top of. And like it says right here on the front, it literally just gives you the most canvas-like face you've ever had and just really smooths everything out. And it also smells super good. Another Tatcha product, I can't find the full-size one, but I have the mini one with me right now. This is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I love applying this before makeup, after skincare, before skincare, or after makeup. I just use this all the time. I'll spray some right now. It smells so good. This really does just bring your face back to life when you apply makeup or even before makeup. This is just another good thing to have under all those layers of foundation and powders to really just glow your face from the inside out. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I wouldn't necessarily say it makes my makeup last longer. Like, it's not a setting spray by any means, but it's like a spray enhancer to your face, and I do recommend it if you just want to go like the extra mile in your makeup. Okay, bronzer. This is also something I tried in my Sephora trying to make up, and I love this thing so much. It's matte, but it's not flat. It's Guerlain. It's super extra. I have this in the shade Terracotta, which is the most popular shade. Tati raved about this for the longest time, and I always wanted to get it, but I just never did. And then I saw it and I was like, I have to get this. It's super pigmented, but it's not too pigmented to where when you put it on, it won't blend. It is such a beautiful shade, very bronzy, toasty, just beautiful. And I know it's matte, but it doesn't make you look flat. It's just super natural in my opinion. I would just call it a bronzer, like a natural bronzer, because I don't find that it's super matte and super just like taking away from my face. It adds a lot of dimension and depth. I know the price is super high up there for this product, but it's definitely worth it if you guys are looking for like a single pan bronzer. Okay, so moving on to a face palette that I really enjoy. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Glow-Gasm face palette. This is the Love-Gasm version. You have a highlight, a multi-glow, a blush, and a bronze. I have the blush, bronzer, and highlight on my face today. So if you guys are curious of what is glowing, the blush and the bronzer, I love the glow that this palette applies to your face. Like, it just makes you look so beautiful and healthy. These are all the shades that come in the palette. They also have a darker version. These are buildable powders. They're not going to be too crazy at first. The bronzer, I do have to build up 1 or 2 coats, but once I do that, it just adds the most perfect just lit from within vibe, super natural. Love it on full coverage days and love it on natural makeup days. It's not a video unless I mention my new favorite baby of all time. This is the Dior Lip Glow Oil in the shade 001 Pink. I mentioned this in the video that I did with Morgan. We both are obsessed with this product. The doe foot's amazing. It also smells super good and like pepperminty. I know it says it's pink, but it's not really that pink. It adds like a little bit of a glow to your lips and a little bit of a pink tint, but nothing to where it's like super pink and super noticeable. I would just say it enhances your natural lip color. But yeah, this is just something I like to apply on natural makeup days. Just a little bit of a glow to my lips. It moisturizes them. The feeling of this is so nice on your lips too. It just has such a good formula. And last but not least, these were in the thumbnail. These are the Natasha Denona face palettes. I'm not sure if there are more than this. I feel like there might be 1 or 2, or maybe this is all of them. This first one is the Natasha Denona Tan Glow Bronze palette. It's super good. It has a cream bronzer in it, a cream highlight, and a powder highlight. And this one is the Blush and Glow Bloom palette. I did a review on this one. It's super nice and super beautiful. These shades look beautiful on deeper skin tones. I was watching a review the other day on this palette and it was so beautiful on her skin tone. I was like, why can't it look that way on me? Like, it's so pretty. Glow Extremes are insane, like to the max, the most intense highlighters. And it does have like a little sheltered area up here for the cream products so the powder doesn't go into them and dry them out. But yeah, you have like a glow base, you have a beautiful blush right here. It's so pretty. You have to apply a little bit, but when you apply a little bit and you just like kind of blend it out all over the face. And then this one is actually newer, and this came out around February. I did a review on this as well. This is the Love Glow Cheek palette, and this is by far my favorite one. So you have a Glow Impact powder, a Diamond powder, which are her like super light kind of oily formula highlighters, and this is like a light pink, and it's so so gorgeous. I like to take the butt of my beauty blender and just kind of tap in the powders and just blow them out all over my cheeks and then apply the powders on top. These are great if you guys love, you know, a mix of creams and powders, and also a mix of luxury. Super finely milled. The powders are super creamy and they don't like fall and like grease all over your face, and these are all beautiful. Okay guys, that is it for this video. That is all the luxury makeup products that I think are worth it. Of course, I think there are probably a few that I'm missing that I really do love, but I tried to get all of my favorite ones in this video. Let me know down below what your favorite luxury makeup products are. I would love to try them out, or if you love anything in this video, let me know as well. Something I saw today on Instagram really spoke to me and I wanted to share it with you guys. It says, how are you supposed to win if you're too scared to take the risk? You'll never know if you're gonna succeed until you take that risk and try. Yeah, you might fail, you might fall, you might hit some highs, hit some lows, but it's all about the character you build through that time. Count everything as a blessing, take everything as a lesson. Everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe that. I believe that since I was little, like little. I used to have an Alex and Ani bracelet that was black and it said everything happens for a reason on it, and that's just something I really embedded into my mind, and that's just something I go by, and that's just how I get through my days. If you want something, shoot for it. You're never gonna know if you're gonna get to that point unless you shoot for it and try. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Mwah. Bye guys.